big time there, man. I'm gonna run you down all the shit that happened to me. You know, and this is from my experience of what happened, and this may happen to you. A lot of y'all can relate. That's why you guys keep watching these videos, because you understand them. You know, numbers don't lie in that factor. So back to that sense, it all started, the first time anything ever happened to me was at the hotel rooms. And with my relationship with my ex, that was one of the first time things just ever got fucked up. Matter of fact, the first hotel room was at, it was bad juju from that start. You know what I'm saying? From some other shit that happened. That's a whole nother story right there, because that shit I'm still trying to figure out. Was I set up from the very beginning? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Anyway. So we at the hotel room, you know, we get there. Me and my girl, supposed to be like a ex, you know, ex now. Supposed to be a good thing we were gonna be doing, and having a good time there. You know, she had a little extra cash, and she was like, "Let's get a room." You know, my money kicked in. All right, what's up? Get a room. She was staying in my fucking place enough. You know, she always wanted to get a hotel room. I don't want to stay here anymore, you know, bitching. So we go and get the hotel room, and then chill there, and everything's cool. And it was a time that I basically, like, there was a torch lighter that was used to, like, I was trying to fix the shit, and it was like, basically, I feel like to this day that shit was like rewired, because that shit exploded. The lighter exploded, and we just got the shit like that day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It exploded, and it was tampered with because she left. And when she came back, the shit like was all fucked up, and she did that kind of stuff all the time. Tampering with shit, or somehow it was tampered with. I didn't see her do it, so I can't say she did it, but come the fuck on. Who else? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't see her do it, so I don't know. Someone did it though. That's the point. Tamper with shit all the time, with my lighters and shit like that. And them turbines and some shit that just like flames be like this high. This thing was about this big, and it was about like that big, that thick. Had a big ass button for a trigger. And this big ass flame would come out. And I didn't like that lighter from the beginning. I was like, yo, man, stop using that bullshit. It's like, looks like a fucking bomb device or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit like it would explode. A lighter should not have that much fluid in there. You couldn't see how much fluid was in it. You couldn't see it. They had no fucking gauge to see anything. It was like, what the fuck were they thinking? It's a torch. And the flame was already big enough like that. And all of a sudden, like when she came back, it had like double shooting flames out of it. Like it was, like there was air and some shit. Like it was tampered with clearly. And then the flame was like that fucking big. And I was tampering, clicking it. And all of a sudden I clicked it and it just blew the fuck up. I'm all on fire. It was, so that's what happened at the hotel room. Now think about that shit now. Why wasn't that stuff ever happening to me at my house? I'll tell you why it didn't happen at my house. Because if I was to ever, if anyone was to find me dead, there'd be all this evidence and shit like that, that it's easier to clean at a fucking hotel room. It's always clean when you get in there. Clean when you leave it. And if you pay the maids a little bit of money, they can make sure the place looks spotless. Spend some extra time in your room cleaning that motherfucker. Believe that. I've been to some bullshit ass hotels where that shit was happening. They were doing shit to me. And this is the first time I started getting needles poked in me and shit like that. Yes, believe that. That was where I was poisoned at. And every time they can never do shit, because it was always like, you know what I'm saying? And it was doing that scam. They ran that shit to me a whole bunch of times. Police tried to come in there, and for some reason they left. They was doing an undercover investigation on the whole shit, and then they just fucked off. Probably because they found out that I was being gangstalked, and they was just like, whatever. The police don't do shit about that stuff. They don't. You have no help from anybody. You're all alone yourself. You have to help yourself to get out of that shit. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Trust me.
That's the only way.
All the torment and all the hell is gonna happen. You're gonna see all the fire and brim. You're gonna see it all. But later on, when you clear through your way through that shit, you're gonna see a way more path. There's something else, and you can get through it. You can make it through it. You know, it's something that just happens. You're gonna get your shit like hacked and jacked. Every time I got hacked and jacked, it was at a hotel room. Like they would have the Wi-Fi connectors and setups and the hidden cameras and the hidden shit in my hotel room. People will be in the next...
I don't know if y'all can hear it, but outside, the kid... Now I got a phone call coming in. You know what I'm saying? People, like, these strange numbers want to, you know, scam, like they want to call when I'm making a video. The kids out there throwing stuff in the alleyway right now, so I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's loud. I can hear it, so I don't know if this recording is picking it up. Also, if you see that little reflection, that's my chain right there. I don't want y'all to be like, what is that? If anybody happens to see that, that's my chain. So
next door over. They always have my room next to a storage room. They always put me next to a storage room, so they will bang on the door, kick on the door, punch it real hard, yell through it, talk through it, listen in on it, turn the TV real loud, talk about shit that we're doing.
I'm real surprised that J Ball. If y'all don't know J Ball, this is one of the brothers, you know what I'm saying, that I found in the beginning times. I think I found him like around 2016, 2017. You know, because he been in the game for a while. He was one of the brothers that, you know, woke me up to the program because I at the time I told you, man, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, yo, I don't know what this is. And then I was getting recommendations. He popped up. It was other people that was popping up too, like Gangstalked Phenomenon. I think he deleted his channel or whatever. It was several other people that was popping up in my feed. And, you know, that's how I got turned on to the program. Because at the time, at the beginning, I was like, yo, why is these people following me around? What's going on? What, you know what I'm saying? What is this all about? I didn't know. And then, but at the time, I didn't know that it was an actual program either. You see what I'm saying? Until I seen that it was, and his video popped up, several other people's video popped up, and they was explaining the same thing that I've been experiencing. Now, I never seen J Ball do any type of street theater videos and nothing like that. But as far as I'm concerned, he's definitely, he never reached out and nothing like that. It's okay. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, he's still, you know, one of the realest. When, you know, like, he's still, I don't ever think that he's a perp or nothing like that. Some of y'all might say, oh man, he got on all red in this video. What's up with that? I mean, you gotta understand, I got red too, man. You know what I'm saying? I bought red clothes. I wear red. You know what I'm saying? Just because a person got on red, that don't mean you a perp. It's just that, you know, they will sensitize you to that color though. They will. It all depends on, some get sensitized with blue. It all depends, you know what I'm saying? So just because if you see somebody with red, that don't mean that they're a perp. You know what I'm saying? But I understand though. I understand that when you're sensitized to it, that's the first thing you're gonna think. If you're getting red all day, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you pop up and somebody pop up with red on, you're gonna automatically think that you know. And people say, oh D, you got a red car, you a perp. You gotta understand that I had my, first of all, my car ain't red. My car ain't red like this. My car is burgundy. You know what I'm saying? I don't get Gangstalked in burgundy colored cars. I get Gangstalked in cherry red cars. It's either cherry red or it's white or black. But but like I said, the colors don't matter. Because everybody is a gangstalk out here in these streets. So it really don't, it be silver cars, it be white cars, it be orange cars. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Just forget about the colors nowadays. You know what I'm saying? The fact remains that these bots are out there. That's it. And they be on the bus. I never seen a red bus. You see what I'm saying? So the bus driver is a gang stalker. You know what I'm saying? You ever see a bus driver ride past you with his arm hanging out the window? You know what I'm saying? Cough and scratch his nose and stuff. Oh yeah. So it ain't got nothing to do with what color the vehicle is or what color somebody's clothes is all the time. You know what I'm saying? They just like to do that just so they can sensitize you with the tactics. So that way you can assume that anybody that you see with red or blue is one of them. But at the end of the day, about 90-something% of the population is one of them anyway. So.
And I can hear it through the walls. Just enough that I can hear it. That shit happens. Believe that. What else happened in the goddamn hotels? The staff being fucking complete assholes to you. Treating you like shit for no apparent reason. Always having an attitude with you. No one's your friend. No one likes you when this is happening. Everyone's telling somebody some rotten, filthy shit about you probably, and they're just looking at you like fucking scumbag.
Yeah, they all getting paid.
I think I swear to this day, I believe that someone said some shit about me messing with kids or something like that. I'm telling you, this will make anybody hate you.
Yeah.
If someone walked by you right now and was like, yo, man, that dude messes with kids. But man, fuck this motherfucker. That's immediately what you're going to think.
Right.
For real? It's that easy. We're so brainwashed that if someone said...
It's just that easy, man. You know, but it shouldn't be like that, though, because, you know, at least, you know, have some evidence. Don't just be spreading rumors, you know what I'm saying? You can't just walk around here calling somebody a pedophile or a snitch if you ain't got no credentials to back it up. You get busted in the mouth for that. You know, I know back in the day, you know, you couldn't just walk around here calling somebody a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Somebody snitched on such and such, got somebody 20 years, something like that. And you was lying, you would get dealt with.
There's something to us, we gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, I know that was happening because they kept bringing those kids out to stare at me and stuff like that. And I was always like, why is a kid staring? Like, these kids would stare at me, man.
Yeah.
at hotel rooms. People's children, man, will be staring at me, dude.
They use their kids. They use their kids as bait, and that's the reason why they used to always send the kids to the playground when I used to go to the park to work out. But mind you, though, when I get to the park, nobody will be there. But then they will send their kids out when I get there to try to make me look like I'm some type of predator.
I had a girl at a hotel room with a fucking flashlight, one of them weird beaming tactical flashlights that she has no business carrying around her age. She couldn't have been more than 8 years old, 9, maybe younger. Talking to her her older brother, who looked like he was maybe 12. And they're playing around. All of a sudden, to remind you, it's like 9:30. It's like 10 o'clock at night, man. That was the only time I can get some peace, was leaving. I walking out the place, you know what I'm saying, was leaving her because she was always there at nighttime. And I wanted to get the fuck out of there. So, you know, that was the one place I can get peace, was taking a walk outside and smoking a cigarette. Or a black and mild and smoke cigarettes. Shit like that, you know. Thinking about what's going on. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there on the curb, and she turns around with the flashlight and goes, and it beams it right in my face, and it pierced into my eye, and it fucking hurt, man. I just had recovered from a minor stroke, and this bitch did that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the... And this is what I'm all dealing with, like, at the same time. And my eye was hurting so fucking bad. After that, I was just getting tired. The beams would beam on me. Every time I walked by, the flashlights would come up. They'll spotlight on me and shit when I was walking outside. Cops would be all over the place, but they would never do shit. Watching.
Comment down below. Anybody get the high beams? At night and in the daytime. High beams when you driving? Down a dark road? Man, them trucks come through with them big high beams?
Possibly. At the hotel rooms. I had police, like fucking 10 police over there in a fucking huddle having a meeting. Like, all the crime that goes on in that fucking state, and y'all got time to do that, but they pay attention to me. I'm telling you, man. People knocking on the door, like the staff members were cool with my fucking ex. Like, I saw one of the staff members on her fucking Instagram page who was there and who helped probably in hacking and jacking me too, because I went and saw the IP addresses. That was like, I'm not bullshitting you. It was like 3 people staying at the hotel room, and it had to been one person that was like a couple doors down who had my shit. Stole my Wi-Fi connector, and they put it into hotel rooms. I saw 5 different hotel rooms where I was at. I saw their IP addresses. Like, I matched them all together. I found all that shit. It had all of the names to the web browsers. They were all at the hotel rooms. That's where all the jacking was taking place. They were using it as like a free Wi-Fi setup. But it wasn't free. You know, they'll pay you a certain amount of money to have the extra connection. And that's how they're making money off of me. So I was paying for some of them hotel rooms, basically. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was like collateral in a fucked up way. And
they get free room and board. When them bots come through, if you go to a hotel motel, when them bots come, if you a TI, when them bots Gangstalkers show up, they get free room and board.
People like dropping you messages all the time, doing shit, walking by, like coming around the corner real fast when you come out, no matter what time it is, they always come out. You know, like I said, knocking on the door, when you're in the bathroom, you can hear it, the tub getting hit and shit like that. Trust me. People shining beams, like laser beams into your room and pointing them at you. That happens to me a lot from other windows and who knows how far away. Who knows if there was actually guns? Who knows? Anyway, it was an infrared beam pointing at me all the fucking time. And I got to the point I used to see the beam. I used to get scared at first. I had a really bad time. I cried and shit like that. I was really, I was in panic. I freaked out. I thought I was going to, be killed. And I was begging, to stop. And psychopaths don't give a fuck, right? Somehow, it just, like, I just got lucky, like, do all this shit. Like, that was the last time anyone got my fucking tears like that again. You know what I'm saying? That will be the last time. I'll never beg for my life again. You know what I'm saying? So I never did after all the other times where I almost died. That was the first time where it was that scary. And the other times it was like, you know what? I had fucking guns, pointed at me 3 times this fucking week. I didn't give a fuck about your gun. It got to that level. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I remember. A lot of people. I think. Who said? What's the boy name? G-Rock used to always talk about getting guns pulled on them.
People will purposely get rooms right next to you. It'd be all these rooms all over the place. No one's there, and during the weekdays, I'm telling you, days that they're not busy, and they'll get a room that's right next to you. What the fuck is that about? Why? Why we gotta be so close together? There'd be a motherfucker in a room, lights out, up there, making noise, talking through the fucking vents to whoever's setting you up. Even to the toilet. Like it's jail. These people are fucking, they're psychological fucking geniuses, but they're also psychopaths. They're psychopathic geniuses. You know what I'm saying? The fucking curse has been placed on you. Believe that. I do believe in curses badly, and I had a curse placed on me really badly, you know, so. But at the same time, through all the curse, was still something good that came with it. You understand? Because I was able to survive all that shit and make it through it. I don't want to leave out anything in the hotel rooms. You know, and I'll get to that later. That's a whole other situation about the animals and shit like that. I know there's some other shit that them fuck motherfuckers did. Just stay away from the Wi-Fi connectors. Don't hook your shit up. Don't plug your stuff into people's walls or things. Like, you see, like, outlets, like, that look like they're odd. Don't plug your shit into that. Your charger. Don't do none of that stuff, because it's a way to get you. And just keep yourself safe, man. Stay away from the hotel rooms, for real. Like, it's not a joke. That's where it's easy to, you know, take you out there. It makes sense, because you can, you know, just pay them a little bit of money, give them a C-note. You ain't gonna give them that much. You think they won't go in there and do what they say for a little bit extra money? Come on. Please.
Yo, when I stayed at with the motels, when I was staying at the motels, man, back when that Pandeezy money kicked off, when I was staying at the motels, man, I used to barricade the door before I went to sleep. I made sure I barricaded the door.
Oh. They locked me out of the hotel room. I was locked out of my fucking room a lot of times. I always had to go.
Oh, man. Yo, I remember, Motel 6. Yo, I was heated when that happened, man. They did that.
Go back there and ask for another fucking key. Name wouldn't be on a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one time I was staying at this hotel, this shitty ass hotel. I can't remember what the fuck your name is. I'm gonna save you that, you lucky son of a bitch. And by the way, like I said, fuck the Best Western and fuck the Days Inn, because they was the biggest advocates to fucking me up. The Best Western would leave you. They wouldn't kill, you know, like the Days Inn tried to fucking, you know, they tried to really take me out. You know what I'm saying? I got the fuck out of there. The Best Western would just like keep me. They'll just fuck me up real bad, but they'll never kill me. Just torture me. They were safer. And that fucked up. Best Western tried to take my motherfucking. You know, that's why I found all my information on the computers in the guest room. He locked me out of the hotel room, right? I'm pretty sure the dude was probably up there fucking my girl. At this point, I didn't give a fuck. You know, it was the guy that worked there. I know he fucked her because I seen like hair in the bed. But there's also situations where she was making wigs and things like that to try to like disguise herself. So that could have maybe not happened. But I'm pretty sure he went up there and fucked that girl.
Damn.
And he locked me out of the hotel room, and it was up there doing whatever the fuck they was doing, like, and she locked me out of the room. I couldn't get in there.
Now, I never experienced nothing like that, because I don't have no girl. You know what I'm saying? They done ran all my chicks away.
Every time I tried to open the door, it would lock. They locked everything. And I even heard the guy say, hey, guest is coming up. Guest is coming up. And they locked the elevator, so the elevator only worked if you put your key in there. I stuck my key in there, and I wouldn't go. And I should have went to the front desk and be like, yo, why the fuck my key's not working? But they would have made it an excuse. So I knew what was going on. This has already been happening to me all the time. So this was nothing out of the ordinary. That was at the Viscount Suites. Yeah, the Viscount Suites. Fuck you. Or Viscount Suite, whatever you want to call them. Fuck you. For real.
I'm gonna stop this video, man, because it's getting a little long. Tell me if y'all want to hear more about J-Ball, man. I'll post some more if you want to hear. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. DB Gangstalked Simulation Player, the best channel on YouTube.